Back again with our second watch collection conversation, this time on a brand new platform, YouTube. Today, I'm really excited about this. I've known this chap for a long time, but we've never got down to talking watches. This is host and comedian, Joel Dommett.
Hello, how's life?
Life is good, thanks. We've got a few watches on the table. Quite interestingly, we're covering kind of the world of watchmaking. We've got Switzerland, we've got Britain, and even some Japan. So first off, which was the first watch that you picked up here?
So first of all, I should also say, like, there's people who have better watch collections than me in the world.
Better is subjective, you know?
Do you know what I mean? It's mine, and I love it. I just think it's fascinating, and I'm like, really enjoying learning about it all. I mean, my first one, it was my Casio. This is a watch that's really like dear to me. I've been doing stand-up comedy for 20 years, and I bought this watch for £9 from Argos 20 years ago when I started doing comedy. I sort of didn't really know that you needed a watch to sort of know how much time you had to do on stage. I wore this solidly for like 13 years. When I go on stage, you have to go, like, this is so, that's.
You knew that very well without even looking there, and you're locked in.
I had to stop wearing it because I'd be on stage and it'd just go pa-dung and just fall off my wrist, as if to say, get a new one, Joel. Get a new one. You deserve it.
You said that you don't like them when they're too shiny on stage. Is that something that you think about? Because I remember hearing John Mayer talking about his watches, and he was about to go on stage, I think, for one of his first TV performances. And he was wearing a Rolex Explorer 2, I think it was a 16570. And his manager said to him, you should take that off because you're meant to be, you know, this young guitar kid. Do you think about that consciously, what you wear on stage?
Totally. And especially on stage, it's different when you're a rock star like yourself, James. But I think in stand-up, you often have like a big light that is on you and the rest of the stage is dark. And so like it really shines off stuff. And when I watch people, often it'll come off the face as well. So when someone sees me on stage, I don't want people to be like, whoa, what's that watch? I want them to hopefully listen to the words that I'm saying and have a laugh. You know what I mean?
But ironically, you know, you can spend millions of pounds on watches, but this will keep time better than a Pondrium and Daytona.
That's it. And also the funny thing now, I've just had a new baby, so we've got a 10-week-old. And so I'm back into that thing of like making sure timekeeping is like so important with the schedule, or if you're breastfeeding, no, I'm obviously not.
Are you telling me you're using the chronograph of your Speedmaster for time?
Exactly. I've got a moon swatch at home that I've just been using loads because it tells the time and you know it's telling the right time. It's also got a chronograph on it, so like when you go, oh, like I need to do that to make sure, see how long he feeds for or whatever. But I use like my watches. This is my first proper watch. I'll never sell this unless times are super crazy hard. But this is just a Datejust, smooth bezel with a roulette date wheel.
Yes.
I've got it on the dress strap now, but it came on like a Jubilee.
This wasn't the first watch that the Casio was, but what made you jump from kind of like relatively affordable Japanese quartz to Swiss automatic luxury watch?
I never thought I was going to be a watch guy. I did a pilot of a telly show for ITV2 or something, and the guy who sat next to me was Brad from the Vamps.
Really? That's funny.
Right?
Okay.
And I don't know whether you remember this, but he had this exact watch. And I remember sitting next to him during this show and being like, oh, that's the first time that I've seen a watch, like a posh watch, that I actually like. Felt really understated, really chill, but also like if you sort of look a bit closer, you like it. You saw when I came in this morning, I was like changing all the straps and putting the bracelets on and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I love doing all that and changing that stuff because it just breathes new life into the watches, I think.
So I was going to ask you actually, like out of the first two watches we've spoken about, which you'd save in a fire, but that would survive a fire.
Yes, it would. The cockroach of watches.
Would you say this is maybe the second most sentimental watch on the table?
Yeah, I'd say so. I wore that in my wedding.
Okay, that's a good sign actually.
That's the one that's staying with me, I think. I just done Taskmaster. It's an amazing show, and obviously it's a dream come true for a comedian to do that show. And there's another guy called Kamal who's on it, Kamal Nanjiani. He's a brilliant comedian. we were like, oh, because we've done it together and he's got a few watches that are nice. Next time he's going to come to London, we're going to get them engraved, I think.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
And I know some people are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. But I just, again, think because I'm never going to sell it. And I feel like it's a real time in my life. It's like tattoos. It's the same. I'm going to get engraved on the back of that. It said, your time starts now, series 21. Because that's what they say on Taskmaster. I think I'm going to do that. It's bad, isn't it, that I wore this for my wedding. And the thing I'm getting engraved on the back is a Taskmaster quote.
I often find it interesting, like the chase, the hunt for specific references and whatever, and you probably can attest to this. It's like sometimes actually hunting is more kind of fun than actually acquiring. But you've got a Speedmaster over here. Would you say that that was the hardest watch to source on the table?
Yeah, you know what Speedmaster's like. They're not necessarily hard to source. It's like, it's just
The right one.
finding the right one because they're all the same and with a slight difference. Again, the hole you get into when you go down the Speedmaster hole is so insane. And like the lore of it is mental. This all started from me being like, maybe I need a new stage watch, right? And I'm obsessed with timings you're doing on stage. You want to be able to look down and see, okay, this is how much time I've done, cool. So I was like, well, I need a chronograph. That would be the best thing to time something. That was my immediate thought. But then I also wanted to get a vintage one, so I was really gonna go down.
And that's it.
When you mention Omega, it has to sound like you're about to go to space. That's what happens. Right. The vintage ones, some reason, there must be something about the lugs or something where they just wear really nice and small. And actually, like, I've worn this loads. It's so light and it's just like robust. People who notice it. It doesn't attract attention like maybe a Daytona would. Me and you, we have quite small wrists. So I was looking for like a smaller chronograph, went down the whole Universal Genève route, and I was like going, oh, maybe I'll need one of these because they're so small. But then they're not quite robust enough that I was like, I'm gonna like hit it and then I'm gonna ruin a really good watch.
And you think that watch was designed to survive in space.
Exactly.
And you know, you were saying there's something lovely in vintage. For me, I think there's a romanticism and an emotional connection with a watch like that has a patinaed lume, your tritium's turned a real nice cream.
Yeah.
But then the trade-off for that is, as you say, you can't see it on stage because you know, the tritium's all gone and burnt away.
Yeah.
I think, you know, you mentioned the first Omega in space. They've kind of got that Fotina, like fake vintage look to it. So I think actually, if you're gonna do a Speedy, there's something really nice about getting a Speedmaster from the era. I mean, what year is that?
It's 89, I think.
Okay, yeah. That, in my eyes, is the perfect tool watch that was still kind of being designed for a purpose to be used for what it was intended originally. So I think you made a good call on that. But if you ever want to go shopping for Universal Genève,
You're the guy.
I'm the guy. So we've got two watches here that, well, I mean, British watches. Were you aware of that before getting them, or did that not really matter?
And it is important, I think. I just like a variety. I talk to the Bremont guys quite a lot, the brand, and I think they're great. I like how unbelievably British it is. I just really love this watch. This is a ceramic, a supermarine. It's my first dive watch. So then it was like, okay, well, maybe a chronograph isn't the right thing on stage. And people will laugh at this, but I've figured out that a dive watch is actually the perfect stage watch.
Okay.
It's really legible. So before I go on, obviously you just go, you set the bezel to the time that you're about to go on. And then I look down, I'm like, I've done 10 minutes. It couldn't be less what it's not supposed to be for. It's not supposed to be for stand-up comedy, but it actually just works really, really well. I like that it's sort of black ceramic. I think it's cool, feels really casual. I like having a watch that you can feel like you can wear it on holiday and you can jump in the pool and you can do all that stuff and not feel like you're breaking it. I feel this guilt all the time when I wear them sometimes. I'm like, they're so precious.
Don't sweat.
Like so lovely that am I like not treating them right. I didn't really have a microbrand watch in there. The Studio Underd0g thing I think is so interesting, exciting, not too crazy expensive. I just love the way they look. Again, really nice and casual and really fun. And you feel like you can wear those on telly and people are like, oh, that's fun.
Unless they know.
Unless
like,
they know.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You're shortcutting to the collectors, you know.
It's a really go-between watch, isn't it? It's a really cool watch where people who don't know about watches go like, oh, that's really fun. Especially, you know, you've got the watermelon one, haven't you? It's so nice. You can go into like a watch shop or something and they're like, oh, what's that? Oh, that's cool. You know, it's like, it's very rare that you have those two together. But yeah, it's the monopressure one. that was like the salmon dial. I like manual wind watches. I like the thing of winding them every day. I feel like that's why I like the Speedy. I was like, I do like that thing of waking up and doing it.
So you've got quite an eclectic mix of brands and styles here. Like, I'm trying to think where you'd go with a next watch purchase, but I have no idea.
So if I was to expand my collection, I think I'd go for something gold dress. The Jubilee, probably back on that. So then it's a different sort of watch. It then becomes very expensive, but that's the fun in it all, right?
Which on the table, if you had to only keep one, which is really tough, especially when you're saying when you've started there, doesn't necessarily mean monetary value, does it?
That is the mad thing, really, because like this one, obviously, it's like, this means so much to me, this watch, mainly because I did wear it for my wedding.
Yeah.
But also it's just been there through so many bits of my life. But this is like the thing that I've worn the most. You know what? I would keep the Casio.
Wow.
Because
career is more important than
family.
as they say.
And that is what it all boils down to.
And I think that kind of is a really lovely way to round off. Sometimes it doesn't really matter the value from a monetary perspective. You can spend £7 on a Casio at 91W, and that's what you need to do sometimes. So thanks so much for showing me your collection.
Thanks for having me, man.
I'm excited to go gold watch shopping with you soon, in stark contrast to what we just said.
I know. There's so many more conversations that we're going to have privately.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going to get a Universal Genève, okay? So stop texting me.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.